Hello folks, well, you know me, Mark Miles, helping you become the best trainer facilitator you truly can be. So in today's video, it's called Give Me a Break. Give me a break. Give me a break. I need a break. I need a break. Give me a break. Break, right? Now this this video has been inspired by all the trainers out there in the online space who for some reason believe that the audience don't need a break. Now, I know it's a crazy idea. I know it's a silly idea. But for some reason, many facilitators don't give enough breaks when they're delivering training courses online. Now, I find this fascinating because every time I've run a course, and guaranteed at the end of the workshop, I receive feedback that says, Mark, thank you so much for all the breaks that we got. I'm like, great, that's fantastic. Thanks for letting me know. But for me, giving a break and giving a regular break in online facilitation, it's kind of like a no-brainer. Because as one of my mentors once said, when you're staring at a screen, no matter how interactive the session is, your energy is going to drain much faster than if you are in a face-to-face learning environment. Because it takes a lot of concentration to stare at a screen for an extended period of time, right? So for me, in this video, I want to give you some tips around giving breaks in the online environment. First one is give them quite regularly. So I like to give breaks probably around every 40 to 50 minutes. And I really want to be thinking about how intense is this task that we're going through in this moment, and do they need a longer break or a shorter break? And also I want to give a break between tasks that are kind of different types of tasks, just so that someone can get into different mental gears, so to speak, right? Maybe the next task is going to require even more concentration, so maybe they need a little bit of a longer break, or maybe they just need a stand up, move around kind of break, right? So generally I like to give varieties of breaks. So I'll give a 5-minute break, maybe a 10-minute break, maybe a 15-minute break, even a 20-minute break. And the length of the break is going to be dependent on what we have just gone through and maybe what we're about to go through next. For lunch, I'll generally give about 40 minutes. However, if it is something where people actually need to find the food, excuse me just a moment as we deal with that noise there. Awesome, it's gone. So maybe someone needs to find the food, cook the food, eat the food, enjoy the food, right? So if somebody actually needs to cook the food and they're home, I would recommend giving them maybe 45 minutes to an hour for lunch. Reason for that is you can't necessarily just whip something up unless you're chucking it in the microwave, right? So even having a longer break shows great audience awareness and a little bit of flexibility, so to speak, right? So the first one is give them and think about the length of the breaks that you're giving. Second one is tell people the comeback time from the break. How do you do that? Well, chuck it in the chat box. Say, all right, we're going to come back at 9:05, and everyone put 9:05 in the chat box so we all know and we're all on the same page in regards to when we're going to come back from the break. Third one, when people come back from the break, acknowledge them for coming back on time. And also I love to get people to actually put a P in the chat box, and that'll indicate that they are present after the break to show that they have come back, right? So present, ready to go, ready to rock and roll is the way that I love to say it. So this little video was about the importance of giving breaks and some strategies to be able to do that. This all comes from my book, Create Transformation in the Online World. So you probably already checked it out. But if you haven't, definitely grab a copy from Amazon. And if you don't know where to find it, drop a comment below and I will get the link out to you so you can purchase it if you want to. And it's kind of like the second edition to my first book, which was all about face-to-face facilitation and advanced skills to do that. On that note, folks, hope you got some value from the video. If you did, like, comment, share, tell someone else about it, and don't forget to give your audience a good solid break, and regular breaks make all of the difference in regards to audience engagement. Thanks for watching, team. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.